The Joe Blackula Perspective is going to be my outlet. I'm good at what I do. I love movies, so I'm going to talk about them. I'm a father. I'm a music producer. I don't make beats. I'm a native Chicagoan. Southeast side, Greater Grand Crossing. I have a voice that I don't like everyone to hear. I have opinions. Sometimes I don't need everyone to know. I'm frustrated. I'm a Chiari malformation survivor. I've had 2 brain surgeries. I needed a platform. I created one. Please do not call me Joe. Call me JB. I'm creative. I am the only son of Rita and James. I am FOI. I am Jonathan 2X. And I am the infamous Joe Blackula. Cue my drop.
Joe Blackula.
Thank you kindly. All right, I'm done. That was a good one.
Joe Blackula. Dobson Mars.
I just had to get this off my chest. Cause you gotta feel how I feel.
Joe Blackula.
Sir Joe, juicy mouth.
I just moved my lips.
That was enough.
Think you gonna get away with it? Not up in here!
Get up in here!
I am Ebony Sarah Louise Kelly. You are the infamous
Joe Blackula.
Joe Blackula. I got juicy mouth in it.
What's good with the people?
You gotta do it off my clap.
What's good with the people? Welcome to the Joe Blackula Perspective presents Behind the Curtain. Where I will either be reviewing or revisiting movies and sharing my thoughts and opinions on them. And I am your host, the Cottonmouth, infamous Joe Blackula. Cue my drop.
Joe Blackula.
Good looking out people.
I am. Forget about me.
Wow. Okay. We gonna jump to one of my other platforms and cue this one right here. Me. Okay. Now continue.
Do I say my name?
Go ahead.
I am Ebony Sarah Louise Kelly.
Okay.
And I am not a guest.
Right. And at the same sense, I bet you they ain't gonna stop teaching about the Holocaust. I'll be damned if the Jewish community ain't about to be like, oh. What you not gonna do is take our history from us. Yeah. But we'll sit back and be like, oh, okay, well, I guess that was a long time ago. And I guess all we really doing is perpetuating madness and whatnot by constantly telling the same hurtful stories over and over and bleh, bleh. If you don't get your shucking and jiving nigga ass out of here with that bullshit.
And it's a perfect example of how they removed all the teachings of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan off of all social media platforms.
Completely gone.
That right there is a 21st century way of trying to, because the nation got a whole another thing happening, and you know you can still get his teachings on different platforms and things like that. Yeah. But they took it away because of the information. Like he wasn't just talking to people who are Muslim. He was talking to black people. He was teaching black people. Just like taking stuff out of the schools, take him off of all social platforms. Why do they work so hard to take people like him off social platforms? There's gotta be something, so it should make you chase him and make you find him to learn, because what is it that he's saying that they don't want us to know? But Dr. Wesley Muhammad.
Yeah, too many of us black folks, we out here religious gangbanging. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna put a clip in from my guy Ed. Ed was out, he was out soldiering one day years ago, and he was selling the final call, selling your paper. And he went to his sister's car, and Ed is the most brightest, friendliest cat ever walking up to you. Walks up to the sister's car with the final call paper. What she do? She put her Bible up. I'm gonna let him tell the story.
You have so many people being notion. I'm selling final calls and they throw a Bible out the window like it's a gang sign. Oh no! I had one brother tell me. He said, brother, You going to hell. I was like, oh, I'm going to hell. I said, bro, only God can judge my actions. You know, my actions, what I do in life is going to dictate where I go. You can't say me just because I don't believe what you, quote unquote, believe. Now I'm going to hell. But yeah, that's we find anything to divide over. You know, that's sad. And when you
He threw a Bible up.
oh no, that happens all the time. They throw it out the wall. They throw it out the window. No, don't pick their Bible. Throw it. No. And then people say, well, I don't believe in that. I say, well, you read the Chicago Sun-Times. Do you know what the owner believes in? Do you know his religious beliefs? No, you're getting information. It's information all the time.
like it's holy water and a crucifix.
Yeah, and one time I was working, and I walked into this one place, and the guy said, Assalamu alaikum. And one Christian said, praise be to Jesus. I was like, brother, you know Jesus. And he didn't speak English, and anytime he spoke to his disciples, he always greeted them with peace. Peace be unto you. And he also, that's all that. I said, I'm like, yeah, whatever. Peace be to praise be to Jesus. But, you know, it's like religious gangbang.
That's part of our problem, which goes back to, and the only reason I'm bringing it up because I'm speaking about the birth of a nation, because I believe that type of thinking got formulated then, why we're constantly pit against each other. It started in slavery. The house niggas against the field niggas. Light-skinned niggas against the dark niggas.
Yeah.
The straighter the hair, the kinkier the hair. Northern black folks, southern black folks.
Yeah.
And we've been bred that way. That's why we out here killing each other by the hundreds of thousands on the daily anyway. So, we gotta make this one quick. Wait a minute. How much time we got left? So I'm gonna start this one off. The Joe Blackula perspective is going to be my outlet. I'm good at what I do. I love movies, so I'm going to talk about it. I'm a father. I'm a music producer. I don't make beats. I'm a native Chicagoan. Southeast side, Greater Grand Crossing. I have a voice that I don't like everyone to hear. I have opinions. Sometimes I don't need everyone to know. I'm frustrated. I'm a Chiari malformation survivor. I've had 2 brain surgeries. I needed a platform. I created one. Please do not call me Joe. Call me JB. I'm creative. I am the only son of Rita and James. I am FOI. I am Jonathan 2X. And I am the infamous Joe Blackula. Cue my drop.
Joe Blackula.
Thank you kindly. All right, I'm done. That was a good one.
Joe Blackula. Dobbs and Mars.
I just had to get this off my chest. Cause niggas got to feel how I feel.
And this is actually gonna be an episode. These are gonna be an episode of what we do.
Okay, cause we talking.
Yeah, cause we didn't went. This just gonna be a 4-episode thing of us talking about the movie. Okay, love, hate, or debate. I will honestly say, man, and I didn't think about this before the fact. Love, hate, or debate is debatable. Explain. I love the theory of this movie. I love the concept of this movie. I love the fact that this movie was made. It was well directed. I'm even looking at the white folks in this movie. I'm like, right on, man. I hold you in a different regard now, because I'm pretty sure it was a gang of white folks who was like, nigga, you crazy? I'm not starring in, I'm not being in that shit.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Talking about the casting part.
Yeah. So I applaud anyone and everyone that was in that movie. But I hate the fact that the movie had to be made in order for people to be made aware of that being our history. But there's my conflict. But I love the fact that it was made because it made people aware. But also in the same sense, when this movie was released, you understand what I'm saying? I have to check and see what providers carried it. Because I don't remember this movie being on HBO. I don't remember it being on.
It was at the show, right?
Yeah, it was at the theater.
That's all I remember.
But I'm saying.
But I did see it on the cable. When I saw it, it was on a cable channel. But I don't know
probably
which
like TNT or something.
No, I think it was like HBO.
Okay.
I
Well,
think.
And so I could be wrong, but I'm just saying they purposely, I think, tried to bury this movie. They tried to bury it. You know, like, okay, look, you done made it, we putting it out, whatever come back from it, cool. So that aspect of it, I hate it. I hate that aspect of it. So that's when I say love or hate, I say debatable, because I love the fact that it was made and it was actually artistic-wise, a very good movie. And you talking about a good movie? I cried. I was ducked off in my recliner. Was the scene, one of the scenes where there's an epic scene towards the end, and that damn song "Strange Fruit," and that's
Billie Holiday.
no, it's Billie Holiday's song, but I forgot the sister's name, and I see her damn face right now. Nina Simone. That was Nina Simone singing it. Yeah, that was Nina Simone, which brought that much more emotion to it.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting back watching this damn camera pan back during that song, and I'm sitting there just tears just streaming
because what it's showing.
Because it's like, and these people actually have the gall to say to us as a race of people, well, what the fuck you so mad about? Why don't you calm down? Hey, there are good people out there too. Hey man, look, I done said what I said about Siegfried and Roy with that goddamn. You take it how you wanna. I am not bringing no goddamn tigers in my house, and I'm not buying even the smallest gardener snake. I'm not bringing no gardener snake up in here. If I got a mouse in here, I could buy a goddamn glue trap. I'm not bringing no serpents in my crib. What I'm gonna bring in here after the serpent to caught the mouse? What I'm gonna do to get the serpent the fuck up out of here? You understand what I'm saying? I do judge people upon presentation and how I meet them, but at the same sense, like same thing with pit bulls. Pit bulls are misunderstood and they're actually good dogs. And my father used to say that. He used to say there's no such thing as a bad dog. They're bad owners. But there are certain animals that are hardwired a certain way, regardless. So if you got a pet snake, you better keep your eye on them. If you got any friends to the snakes, you better keep your eyes on them.
I loved it. I loved it because, like I said in the beginning, it was a refresher to know who Tat Turner.
Tat Turner.
Who Nat Turner was. True, if he was a real person, he did a real thing. You know, we've seen a lot of slave movies, you know, but what he did and what he went through, like, I love to know that it was, you know, that he stood for something and it didn't matter if he died for it. So I loved it. He died. I mean, it was like one scene that just reminded me of, you know, Jesus walking to the cross.
Oh,
you know, when
the climax of the movie.
The climax of the movie. You know, he got spit on and yelled at and whatever, but his back stood tall.
Man, and if there's a real term for going out like a soldier, I never really understood what that meant. But my man, hey, like he said, he stood as a man, and right on, Jack.
So I loved it, which is why I wanted to watch it again. There are certain parts I do want to watch again just because of the emotion of it, but it is a hard movie to watch, and it was draining. Like, I'm drained from watching the movie, just being talking about the movie, because it's really sad and it's unfortunate that just shit is going like that out right now in Chicago. Right now, something like this is going on right now. There is a white man, a white police officer, you know, degrading a black man right now. Right now, it's happening.
Sidebar. I got another sidebar. Nat Turner's name, I've been hearing Nat Turner's name my entire life. Nat Turner. Okay. Never really knew the whole story of what happened, right? So I'm watching the movie, and when it was in the theaters, and something clicked, the switch flipped in my head. I was like, wait a minute. What was his master's name?
Samuel.
Samuel what?
Turner.
Samuel Turner. Nat's name was Nat Turner. So whoever your slave master was, you get the connection here. Let's say if my name is Jonathan. Say if my slave master's name was, I don't know, Whitaker. Then my name would be Jonathan Whitaker. I'm envious of different nationalities, man. Hispanics, the Asians, the Jews, because these are people, man, they, as the popular TV show that I grew up watching, they know their heritage. Our heritage is, man, we mobbing up on Thanksgiving. We queuing on the 4th.
Now it's more like the 19th.
You know, right, but you get my point. We everybody getting together on Christmas. Not knocking them. But what I'm saying is, but how many of us really know people that actually honor Kwanzaa? How many of us actually even know what it is, how it started, why, how many days it goes, what each day represents?
Candles.
You understand what I'm saying? But we dead ass on, they ain't calling it Black Friday no more. It's Family Friday now. I saw they trying to wedge that in there.
It's not even about black color, people. It's about the numbers.
Yeah, it's about
being in the black, being in the red, the whole accounting thing. It's not even about black. It's not Black People Friday. That's the whole education of a thing. But we hear black, and we like, oh, it's Black Friday. Let's not go shopping because they want all the blacks. It ain't about that.
Wow, wait, hold it. People actually thought that?
People, yeah. A lot of people didn't know it was about companies being in the black and being able to put stuff at cheaper price.
Hold it. You're saying you actually saw people saying that they thought Black Friday had something to do with, what was it, about for black people or against black? What was the black connection that was what people were getting thrown off at?
Well, it was both, because if you thought it was for black people, then if you wanted to be anti that, you would say don't go shopping on that day.
Oh, well.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like it worked both ways. But like about maybe 5 years ago is when I really started to understand and hear like that's what people thought it was.
So I think it was back in 2015. I can't remember what we did. I can't remember the occasion, what we called it in the nation. But yeah, we were boycotting. We did boycott Black Friday because it was called, I forgot the term. I'll probably add it up. But we had a whole thing pretty much saying, look, man, you wanna get folk attention? Don't spend no money on one day.
Black lives matter. Brown lives matter. Native American lives matter. The lives of the poor and oppressed matter. It's time to redistribute the pain suffered because of injustices in America, particularly the law enforcement and vigilante killings of Black and Latino men, women, and children. Following the massive gathering on 10/10/15 in Washington, D.C., with the theme Justice or Else, is the nationwide boycott of the holiday spending season beginning with Black Friday, November 27th. During his address, Minister Louis Farrakhan quoted Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who said, "We have to find a way to redistribute the pain. Let's withdraw our economic support so that those who give us pain can receive some pain in return." This holiday season, we intend to boycott Christmas, but not Jesus. Join the movement by not spending dollars on Black Friday and for the rest of that year with those companies that we have traditionally spent our money on.
Dr. King said you don't need to talk bad, you don't need to shout, you don't need to shoot, you don't need to throw a Molotov cocktail. All we need to do is to come together in unity and use the power of our purchasing to deliver pain, and they will properly respond.
Justice or else.
Just one day. You want to show them where our money is. You want them to respect our black dollars. Just one day. Don't go to McDonald's. Don't get something from Starbucks. Stay the hell out of one of them stores for one day, and I guarantee you, man.
And they talk about how it's so many other cultures that circulate their dollar back into the community.
Man.
And we don't circulate our dollar back into the community.
I don't even think it's an hour they said.
Yeah. Right. They did put a time limit on it. We're outside of our communities shopping. And we should spend more time in mom and pop shops and people that have grassroots businesses and things like that. So
because the mom and pops are fading because of Walmart and Amazon and whatnot. They knocking them the hell out of there. So more things change. When they stay the same, we have growing online businesses now. So if you find a sister or brother out there selling soap, man, because
it's hard out here growing your business.
It's a whole other devil.
Especially if you provide a service and you don't have a product. Well,
Ooh,
when your
I ain't think about that.
product is your services, because it's not something you can hold.
Ooh, or you are the product as well as the service.
We're done.
That's about it. That's gonna be it.
The birth of a nation. How many? Black fists.
Oh, thank you for the black fist. And I will give it, out of 5 black fists, I have to give it.
I'm giving it 4 black fists.
Yeah, I'll say 4. 4 out of
4 black fists.
Yeah, I agree with that. Because I was about to say.
Nate Parker, Nat Turner.
But wait a minute.
4 black. Don't be changing.
I'm gonna say 4.5.
Okay, let's go up. 4.5. I go up with you.
Yeah.
4.5 stars. No, shit. 4.5 black fists.
4.5 black
We'll do
fists.
stars over here.
Yeah, ain't no stars. All right, that's it. So
That's it?
Yeah, all right. Wait.
All right.
The Joe Blackula perspective is going to be my outlet. I'm good at what I do. I love movies, so I'm going to talk about it. I'm a father. I'm a music producer. I don't make beats. I'm a native Chicagoan. Southeast side, Greater Grand Crossing. I have a voice that I don't like everyone to hear. I have opinions. Sometimes I don't need everyone to know. I'm frustrated. I'm a Chiari malformation survivor. I've had 2 brain surgeries. I needed a platform. I created one. Please do not call me Joe. Call me JB. I'm creative. I am the only son of Rita and James. I am FOI. I am Jonathan 2X. And I am the infamous Joe Blackula. Cue my drop.
Joe Blackula.
Thank you kindly. All right, I'm done. That was a good one.
Joe Blackula. Dobbs and Mars.
I just had to get this off my chest. Cause niggas got to feel how I feel.
I am Ebony Sarah Louise Kelly. You are the infamous
Joe Blackula.
Joe Blackula. I got juicy mouth right now.
Okay, I guess I got an idea. Goddammit, okay. In my presence, the shirt, Ebony Sarah Louise Kelly.
Hey! I am excited to be here. American Skin.
Spoiler alert, this movie ends very sad.
Very sad.
Very sad.
Very
this movie is sad from beginning to end. There's no saving grace about this story whatsoever. If you looking for that was a happy, no, there's no happy ending. Directed by Nate Parker. Written by Nate Parker.
Love Nate Parker.
Now, Nate Parker has a reputation of writing movies that tells our stories, and his stories are not that flattering to white folks at all.
At all.
At all.
What was the movie with he
The Birth of a Nation.
The Birth of a Nation.
The Birth of a Nation.
And why don't we talk about what was the main character?
Nat Turner.
Why don't we talk about Nat Turner?
I don't know.
Why don't we talk about Nat Turner like we talk about Martin Luther King? Back to the movie.
Oh, wait. Sidebar. The main character's name is Lincoln Jefferson. Google just his whole rationale with those names, because most of our last names or our slave names are carried from our former slave masters. So I thought that was just real heavy how he did that.
Back to the movie.
I would say the movie was about a father whose son was killed by the police, and about how the father dealt with it. This was one of these scenarios where, for those of us who do have children who have been unjustly murdered by the hands of police officers, we have these thoughts. How would we have handled that scenario? What would we have done if we were there? This movie is about how a black man handled that scenario with his son being unjustly killed. And my man used all of his training, because this was
That's good.
He was in the armed forces.
Yes.
So he used what the government trained him.
Yes.
They trained him to become a weapon. So he turned that against the powers that be.
Jonathan, that is really good. You are really good at this.
That is unpacking the plot.
Back to the movie.
I have a segment on my show whether I call it love, hate, or debate. Love, hate, or debate.
Loved it. And you know what I loved about it? I did love how they brought the prisoners out.
Now wait a minute, okay. So they had a kangaroo court.
Okay, what's kangaroo court?
Kangaroo court is, okay,
But wait, why'd you call it kangaroo though?
Kangaroo Court
I've never
is
heard of that.
really. Kangaroo Court, an unofficial court held by a group of people in order to try someone regarded, especially without good evidence,
You so smart.
as guilty of a crime or
You
misdemeanor.
are so smart.
They conducted a kangaroo court there and then.
Did you hear me though when I say you so smart?
Thank you.
Okay, I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
I'm impressed. Back to the movie. Okay, we should end this. What I love about the name American Skin, when you first look at American Skin, you be like, oh, American Skin. But I love the way Jordan at the end kind of broke it down. It's about our American skin. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was tired of seeing black babies being killed by white police officers. Tired of seeing parents have to do anything necessary, right? To like get back at it, like what Link did in the movie. He was like, I'm just tired of it. And it's just because of our American skin. I love the way he said that. We're black people and we want to be acknowledged. But real talk, it's our American skin.
That's it.
No, fuck that. And we out.
The Joe Blackula perspective is going to be my outlet. I'm good at what I do. I love movies, so I'm going to talk about it. I'm a father. I'm a music producer. I don't make beats. I'm a native Chicagoan. Southeast side, Greater Grand Crossing. I have a voice that I don't like everyone to hear. I have opinions. Sometimes I don't need everyone to know. I'm frustrated. I'm a Chiari malformation survivor. I've had 2 brain surgeries. I needed a platform. I created one. Please do not call me Joe. Call me JB. I'm creative. I am the only son of Rita and James. I am FOI. I am Jonathan 2X. And I am the infamous Joe Blackula. Cue my drop.
Joe.
Blackula.
Thank you kindly. All right, I'm done. That was a good one.
Joe.
Blackula.
Dobson Mars.
I just had to get this off my chest. Cause niggas got to feel how I feel.
Joe.
Blackula.